Jason from Horrific Nightmares. I'm going to do a top 20 on my favorite anthologies. This is a list that I thought would be simple. I've seen a lot of anthologies, but it turns out I actually don't own a lot of anthologies, which is why this is a top 20 and not a top 25. Now I'll be doing this in 4 parts, because I tend to be a little long-winded. This is going to be numbers 20 through 16. And at the end, like I've done in past top 25s or top 10s, I'm going to give you a few that actually I don't own that probably would have made the list. Yeah, that sounds good. So, anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Coming in at number 20, The ABCs of Death. This is a lot of fun. This is a movie where a bunch of different directors take a letter of the alphabet and do a short. So you have 26 short stories in this film. And it's a bit lengthy. I mean, I think if I remember correctly, it's like 2 hours and 1 minute or something like that. But it's a lot of fun. And some of it's quite disturbing. I still don't know if my cousin's actually recovered from this one yet. I know a lot of them, he turned and looked at me like, really? This definitely has to be seen to be believed, some of the shorts. And, like every other anthology, some of them aren't that great, but I really like this. But that is number 20, The ABCs of Death. Coming in at number 19, The Willys, with Sean Astin. This is a lot of fun. This is one of the few anthologies that I actually have that can be shown to just about everybody in the family. It's just a good time. It's not necessarily a kiddie flick, but at the same time, it does have some little bit of creep value to it. But most of the reason why I like this film is just because it's a lot of fun. But that is number 19, The Willys. Coming in at number 18, From Beyond the Grave. This is actually one I haven't watched in a while, but I remember really enjoying it. I bought this with the Twisted Terror collection, and was quite surprised in how much I like this film. But I think next to slashers, I think anthologies are kind of my favorite, which surprises me that I actually don't own more of them. But that is number 18, From Beyond the Grave. Coming in at number 17, Holidays. This movie has gotten a lot of hate. I still don't understand why. I think this is done brilliantly, and unlike most anthologies, I actually like every story on this. I think Easter is probably my favorite. Easter is probably most people's favorite. But Christmas is fun too. Thanksgiving's fun. It's just it's a cool anthology. Everybody rags on the one that Kevin Smith did, but I actually really like that one. But this is a really, really cool movie. I think it needs to get a lot more love. Holidays. And if you're interested in checking this out, I'm not sure if it still is, but it was on Netflix. So I think it still is. But definitely a good one to check out. Coming in at number 16, VHS 2. This one I actually liked more than the first one when I first saw it. But the first one I gave a few more watches, and I do like the first one better, but this one's really good too. This one has a lot of little neat stories to it. I actually like the third one too, even though that gets a lot of hate as well. But this is a lot of fun, and I think it's a really neat idea for an overall anthology. But that is number 16, BHS2. Now I'm going to give you one or two that I actually don't have, but definitely would have made the cut. And this may actually surprise you. A Christmas Horror Story was one that definitely would have made the list. I just haven't picked it up yet. It's a lot of fun. I think I watched it with my wife, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember if she liked it or not. Did you like it? No, she said no. But I did, so it was a lot of fun. One of the other ones that definitely would have made my list that I have not yet picked up is Southbound. That's a really cool anthology as well. But this is part one of my top 20 favorite slashers. Until next time, well, if you like what you hear, hit that like button, and I'm definitely interested in what your guys' favorite anthologies are. Um, but this is part one. Coming up soon, part two. And until next time, peace.